Enmerkar and En-suhgir-ana, a narrative of the supremacy of Uruk over Arata, as told by a modern day idiot. Kinda, sorta, mostly, somewhat accurately. So, there was this city one time, in this place called Sumer. It was like a long time ago. No, like, even more longer. More longer than that, too. Okay, too far, too far. Stop, right there. That long ago. Anyway, the city was supposedly really awesome and stuff. Better than any other city around. They had a leader, too. There he is. His name was Enmerkar, and he was a pretty cool guy. But there was this other city who thought they were even greater. They totally weren't, though. And this guy, yeah, him, En-suhgir-ana, was all like, I don't like that other city. Our city is way better. Also, that Enmerkar guy, yeah, fuck that guy. That's because there was this super cute girl. Her name was Anana, and she was like the goddess of love, sex, and oh yeah, war. But anyway, these two dudes were fighting over her and whose city she would live in. So one day, En-suhgir-ana decided it was finally time to talk some shit to Enmerkar. So he was like, hey, messenger guy, come here. And this messenger guy was like, yes, my lord. I don't know why he sounded British, but he did. Anyway, En-suhgir-ana told the messenger to go to Uruk and deliver a message to Enmerkar. So after he told the messenger guy the messenger guy was like, oh shit, this is going to be good. And he ran his ass over the open country and mountains like a wild ram. He then entered the presence of Enmerkar in his most holy place. And Enmerkar was like, who the hell is disturbing me while I'm in my most holy place? Like, that's just plain disrespectful, man. The messenger guy was like, my king has sent me to you. The lord of Arata, En-suhgir-ana, has sent me to you. Enmerkar said, En-shu-what-a-who? The messenger guy told him, this is what my king says. Tell Enmerkar to submit to me. If he does, then he can be with her in his temple, and I can be with her in mine. He may lie with her on a splendid bed, but I will lie with her on the adorned bed in sweet slumber. He can see dreams with Anana at night, but I will converse with Anana awake. He may feed the geese with barley, but I will definitely not feed the geese with barley. I will gather the geese's eggs in a basket and take their goslings, the small ones into my pot, the large ones into my kettle, and the rulers of the land who submitted will feast with me. After hearing this, Enmerkar was like, psh, that was some weak-ass shit. You can tell your lord that he may be with Anana in his temple, but I am with her as her earthly companion. He may lie with her in sweet slumber on his adorned bed, but Anana invites me over to her place and lets me lie with her on her own splendid bed. When I go up to her great shrine, the mistress screeches like an Anzu chick, and other times when I go there, even though she is not a duckling, she shrieks like one, if you know what I mean. After all, Enlil has given me the true crown and scepter. Ninurta, son of Enlil, held me on his lap, and Aruru, the sister of Enlil, offered me her breasts to suckle. Anana will not leave the city of her birth. No city is as built as well as Uruk. Anana lives here, and what can he do about that? She will not go to Arata. She told me so herself. He has nothing, so he cannot feed the geese with barley. But I will feed the geese with barley, and I will gather the geese's eggs in a basket and take their goslings, the small ones into my pot, the old ones into my kettle, and the rulers of Sumer who submitted will feast together with me. The messenger ran back to Arata and was like, oh man, this is going to be juicy. Then he told En-suhgir-ana what Enmerkar said. En-suhgir-ana was like, damn, that nigga know how to talk some shit. How am I supposed to top this? This is out of my league. So he told all his priests and attendants to gather around the campfire. And then he was like, guys, what should I say to him? His shit talk game is better than my shit talk game. The priests were like, you're the one who shit talked him first. You cannot beat him. It is true. His shit talk game is too strong. You must not embarrass yourself further. En-suhgir-ana thought carefully about these wise and insightful words, and finally came out and said, nah, fuck that. If my city becomes a mound of rubble, then I will go down with it, but I will never let him out shit talk me. While this was going on, a magical, wizardy dude, a sorcerer, that's what they're called, a sorcerer. This sorcerer, who came to Arata after Hamazi was destroyed, went to En-suhgir-ana's minister guy and said, my lord, why is it that the priests do not give advice? If you allow me to help, I will make Uruk dig canals as slaves, make them submit to the shrine of Arata. I will make the territories submit to Arata's great army, make Uruk bring its own goods by boat to the Izagan of Arata for tribute. The minister guy ran to his lord En-suhgir-ana and told him what the sorcerer said. En-suhgir-ana was very happy to hear this, and gave the sorcerer money, and promised to provide him with fine food and drink. The sorcerer, who also, by the way, farms the best seeds in Arata, went to Uruk. He first went to the animal pen, where the cows live, and cast a curse on the cows. He then went to the holy brae, and cast a curse on the goats. The udders of the cow and the goat gave no milk. The calf and the kid lay starving, and the holy churn was empty. The sorcerer single-handedly crippled the entire dairy industry of Uruk. But there were these two brothers who saw the sorcerer in the animal pen and the brae, and they prayed to the sun god Utu for help. And then an old woman approached, wise woman Sajburu, and said to the sorcerer, hey, I challenge you to a sorcery off. So the sorcerer and wise woman Sajburu went to the Euphrates River, and both of them threw fish spawn into the river. The sorcerer conjured a giant carp, but wise woman Sajburu, she conjured an eagle, and the eagle grabbed the carp and flew off. A second time they threw fish spawn into the river. The sorcerer conjured an ewe and a lamb, but wise woman Sajburu, she conjured a wolf, who dragged the ewe and its lamb off. A third time they threw fish spawn into the river. The sorcerer conjured a cow and its calf, but wise woman Sajburu, well, she conjured a lion, who dragged the cow and its calf off. You would figure best 2 out of 3 would be enough, or 3 out of 5, but I guess that concept wasn't thought of yet, because for a fourth time they threw fish spawn into the river. The sorcerer conjured an ibex and a wild sheep, but wise woman Sajburu, she conjured a mountain leopard, who dragged the ibex and the sheep off. You think the sorcerer learned his lesson yet? Hell no, 'cause for a fucking 5th time they threw fish spawn into the river. The sorcerer conjured a gazelle kid, but wise woman Sajburu conjured a tiger, who dragged the gazelle kid off. Finally, the sorcerer was like, something's not going right. But wise woman Sajburu said to him, sorcerer, you do have magical powers, but where is your sense? How could you think of doing sorcery in my town? The sorcerer was like, I did not know. I acknowledge your superiority. Please forgive me. I beg you set me free, sister. Let me go in peace to my city. I will declare your greatness in all the lands. I will sing your praise in Arata. Wise woman Sajburu was like, nah, and threw the sorcerer into the Euphrates, and then returned to her city, Uruk. After hearing of the sorcerer's fate, En-suhgir-ana sent his messenger back to Enmerkar. Enmerkar was like, "Man, this dude again?" The messenger relayed the message from the Lord of Errata, En-suhgir-ana, to the Lord of Uruk, Enmerkar. The messenger said this: "You are the beloved of Inanna. You alone are exalted. Inanna has truly chosen you for her holy lap. You are her beloved. From the west to the east, you are the great Lord, and I am only second to you. From the moment of conception, I was not your equal. You are the older brother, and I cannot match you, ever." And Enmerkar, well, he was like, "Best not forget it."